A very good morning to our principal, Dr. Prem Chandra Gupta, Dr. Deepak Kumar Sinha Ambast, all guests, faculty members, and participants. I welcome you all to Student Induction Program for the newly admitted students of Gaya College of Engineering Gaya, Government Engineering College Jahanabad, and Government Engineering College Arwal. I am Ritu Kumari, a second year student of Computer Science and Engineering at Gaya College of Engineering, Gaya. Now I invite Professor Ram Kumar to deliver lecture on the title Social Outreach Activities and Environmental Ethics for Students of Technology. Professor Ram Kumar is currently professor at Department of Environmental Sciences, Central University of South Bihar, Gaya. He has postdoctoral experience from Taiwan. He has worked as invited professor in the University of Science and Technology Lille and University of Littoral France as visiting scholar. His research interests include foraging behavior of marine and freshwater organisms, life history traits in zooplankton with reference to food, competition and predation, effect of hydrodynamic forcing on aquatic organisms. He has published his several research works in the international peer-reviewed journals. With these words, I am going to hand over this session to Professor Ram Kumar. Thank you, sir.
Yes, good morning, all of you. There is some technical problem, and I'm facing that. Is it okay? So, welcome
Yes.
you all. Welcome you all in your college life. You have all done well, and you have just stepped into the university and college life, particularly being a student of technology. We all are proud of you. First thing, what we think at this step, what should we do, what should we not do? As you see our topic, yes, lots of disciplines you may have heard, may have learned how to go, how to behave with our faculty, how to behave our honorable principal, and how to think a kind of ownness, your, possession of your university, your institute, your college, and college property, how to take care of that. Of course, this is online mode. You are not interacted or encountered with all these. But when you entered in your Herbal College, Jahanabad and Gaya Engineering College, you will see your campus, your building, gardening, and you have something that how to protect this, how to conserve this. Similarly, as we know these days, particularly students of, this is something you have to learn the knowledge that should be tradable. That should be tradable globally, worldwide. One. Now, how it is possible? The globally, when we come or we go to any place, the most important thing there is environmental issues. Because environmental issues, wherever you discuss, it is similar like climate change when we discuss, like global warming we discuss, like plastics we discuss, insecticides we discuss, whatever issues like groundwater pollution, issues like drinking water, issues like adulterated food, all these things are globally affecting people, not only human being, but all kinds of organism, whatever we can think of, they are globally affected by these activities. The question comes, why are they affected? Yes, nature or always, this is ever changing. Nature has been impacting, and we also impact nature. It changes taking place, one way evolution, one way extinction, one way development, everything taking place. Tomorrow you discover some new technology, new innovative product that will be tradable. Okay, but again, how these things affect our environment, and that will affect in turn ourselves. The thing is, yes, we can say it is naturally this is happening, but because we are the species which rule or which maneuver all entire environment, all kinds of ecosystem on this earth. Not only earth, we have started maneuvering even moon, even extra celestial bodies. Okay, so we have to think that natural process of changes we expedite, we do it faster, we go further. Okay, and then if, if not here, you can go there. See, and then if these things, what is happening, what is our responsibility being a student of technology? Suppose we produce something. Yes, this is our right. We have to do some innovative things. We have to do innovative work. We have to learn and we have to teach also. So in that case, our product or the process of doing the innovative work will also affect our surroundings. What is called as environmental science, but that we don't need to discuss, that is Gaia hypothesis, that we affect in our surrounding, in turn our surrounding affect us. So this Gaia hypothesis is working upon. And because we have the brain, we rule, we can maneuver, we can change the system. So what will happen in that case? The things we are doing or activities we are going on, that is more and more affecting our environment. More means more than an order of magnitude higher than the natural process of change. So we have been changing entire ecosystem. And as we know, whatever we have throughout the world, there is only one planet which can support life form. Only one planet which can support life form, and we have to think of how to protect this planet as a whole. Okay, so yes, we produce very good. We developed, we discovered new material we call xenobiotic material. Okay, like plastics. We discovered plastics. It was not before human existence, and subsequently thinking that we have started working on it and thinking that these plastics are very much useful, very much good things, easy to take, easy to use, and easy to discard also. We started discarding a lot. Okay, we started discarding, and finally what happened? There is dumps and dumps of plastics affecting our earth. Not only that, these plastics, you see, further being burnt, okay, being changed into pieces and pieces, and somehow it enters the food chain also. Just although we can have two-way interaction, but I think you just think, have you ever eaten a plastic? Let us think, have we ever eaten a plastic? Yes, we say no, we don't eat, not at all. But unintendedly or unintentionally, we use plastic. We ingest plastic. Okay, so when we use like chicken, they have the plastic materials in their muscle. Okay, when you use some plant food, even plant food have been reported to have plastic beads, small nano-sized plastics. So finally, that come into our gut, that if it is nano size, it can be absorbed, again, it accumulates in our body, so affecting ourselves. Not only ourselves, as we can think that we, we are not as individual, not as alone, but as a whole. Just one example I cite here. In case you feel or anybody feel that, yes, 20 people, classes, there are 20 people, and all 20 people are interacting with each other. Okay, somebody makes some little bit alarm or some sound, everybody is disturbed. So we are not independent, we are intertwined, we are attached with everybody through some kind of thread. So even one person or one species in environmental science language, we say even one species drag, okay, or do something that affect entire community. Okay, so we are intertwined, we are attached with each other, and when even a single species or single individual act differently or for our sake, what we do, we overexploit things, and we overexploit, normally we overexploit, and finally what happened, after some time, we those resource exhaust, we don't have that resource. Let us say example of fossil fuel. We realize that fossil fuel we have a lot, coal, okay, other hydrocarbon, petrol, diesel, all these things we have a lot reserve we can use. But you see, this is just decreasing. So this kind of replenishment, okay, or reduction of the resource, finally one day, even now, you see petrol and this petrochemical price increasing and increasing. Why? Because we have limited resource, lots of pressure, everybody wants to use that. Okay, so because of this limited resource, it has not been possible to support ourselves using those resources. Okay, so now we are affected, we have to pay very high price. So this is a principle called over exploitation. Over exploitation that follows auto annihilation, means we over exploit things, okay, and then auto annihilation, in turn these things will kill us, okay, self. So this over exploitation and that follows auto annihilation, this is the principle of theory that is happening throughout the world these days. Okay, and we have learned how to over exploit, we have learned how to exploit resources for our sake, we don't care for other individuals. Other example I take, let us see, in forest or in your home, wherever, either urban or rural area, you see a banyan tree, a ficus tree, okay, like banyan tree, you must be knowing, okay, you see, we just cut one tree. Can you imagine that tree provide home to at least 1,000 types of different organisms? How many insects made their home? How many birds they made their nest? Okay, how many honeybees were there? Okay, so all these things need to be taken care. Okay, they all are interrelated, and we, in fact, we are dependent upon them also, right? So what we learned from since beginning, how to produce something that will minimize the effect or impact that is because of human development. Yes, development we can change. Development we can say no. Okay, it's a ongoing process, and we have to develop. However, not at the cost of nature's integrity, not at the cost of affecting, exploiting the natural resources. Okay, but side by side. How? Let's see one example. We produce lots of things use and throw, as I said. Let us see development take place. We make some decorative materials. Okay, decorative materials may be made out of those waste materials. So waste materials will be recycled, reused. Similarly, other things like besides this waste material, when we do some kind of production, we should also think how to treat the byproduct, effluent, or whatever effluent there from the industry or from the system, how to treat that. Third, yes, I said use and throw, discard. normally, even people, Corona days, this you see, Corona days even more, people have been using plastics, bottled water. Why don't we discover something that can be recycled? Okay, that will not be load on the earth, that can be reused, and that will be even use-wise better than the plastic, so people can use. Cost-wise, it should be cheaper than the plastic, so people can use. So this kind of ideas or zeal you should have to do some kind of innovation. Okay, that will help our Mother Earth, that should help environmental changes or recycling of material in our environments. Okay, so you see, this is one example I have given, plastic one. Another example, water. When we consider water, okay, rainwater, right, or groundwater, okay, we extract. Okay, what we do, we make a rooftop building, good building, what we call pakka building. Okay, and we don't care about the drain. So what happened? We leave things near some government owned or government department made some kind of drain. So those water goes in the drain on from our rooftop or concretized place. And when it goes to the drain, uh, finally it will go to the river. Okay, naturally. And if you know the river, it will go to ocean. Okay, now what will happen? Although we are facing scarcity of fresh water, okay, more water recycled and just going towards ocean, so saline water is getting higher and higher, fresh water is getting lower and lower. Okay, melting of glaciers, melting of polar ice, okay, reckless extraction of groundwater. Okay, these things all as a whole affecting our potable water or fresh water system. Okay, now what to do? If can't we make our house? Yes, we have to make a better house. Then what to do? Let us see. Since we spend 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, crores in a house, can you spend 1 lakh only, 1.5 lakhs only in making a rainwater harvest system? Why rainwater harvest? Because rainwater falling on our rooftop, they go to drain and finally it is dragged to the river. If we make such kind of rainwater harvest system, either we can reuse, even if we don't reuse, we don't allow those water to go to river, but it should recharge our groundwater. It should again go to the groundwater. Is it okay? So that way, rainwater can be utilized, can be used. Okay, and somehow we do big service to the earth because we'll not disturb the cycling partitioning of water between fresh water and groundwater. Okay, other things, let's see. Like one, we discuss plastic, another we discuss groundwater. Groundwater, we extract too much. Okay, reckless extraction taking place. We don't care how to protect. Even car washing, we waste a lot of water. Irrigation, we waste a lot of water. How to minimize, how to optimize the use of water? What happens normally? What we do? Simple. You are at home, and suppose some guest come. What you do? You give a bottled water, 1 liter water, and what your guest does, he or she takes hardly 5 ml or 10 ml or 50 ml of water, remaining water left there, and they throw it out. You will not drink because you think, okay, this is already taken by, so you will throw it out. See how you are wasting a major proportion of water just in etiquette, just this giving your guest. Why don't we have a glass of water and we give only as much water as our guest want? So we will not waste those water. Okay, you can think hardly matter if you wasted just 5 ml or 10 ml of, or let's say 200 ml or 300 ml of water. But can you think how much energy is utilized in processing that water? How much manpower utilized in processing the water? Okay, lot. So finally, those water can easily be saved by you people, by we all. Am I clear? If it's fine, okay. If you think, let us say, small activities you do. You walk around, have a walk in your campus. Tomorrow, hope there will be no corona-affected lockdown and we'll meet offline. And you walk around in your college and see around lots of plastic thrown away. Some people, many things, not only plastic, but many such kind of thing, this used clothes, used dresses, used things, they throw away outside. Some of you make a group of students, and I am very happy that this engineering, particularly Gaya College of Engineering, and under the leadership of Professor Premchand Gupta, they are doing very good social outreach work. Societal responsibility you are fulfilling. Okay, tomorrow you collect, go to society. If something like some used dress is to be used, you can distribute among poor people. Okay, among people, I mean beggars and all. And those plastics you collect, try to minimize first. Try to teach people that within a week, this much plastics have been collected from the campus. We are socially, academically responsible people. Let us not use, let us not throw these kind of plastics. A. B. We are the people who should manage these plastics. Okay. And let us not use, not only that, let us at least reduce the use of the plastic. B. You recycle those plastic and have a kind of some kind of fest, annual event in your college, annual fest. You have some exhibition. You make exhibition best out of waste, or health from the waste, okay, or economy, money from the wealth from the waste. So wealth, you make all kinds of using plastic, some decorative material, some toys, display there, and as a courtesy, our faculty, our friends will buy. You can show people how much money you have made because of recycling, reusing those things which were dumped, which were discarded by the university community or local community. Can we do that? A. B. Simple. Recycle not only always earth, I mean this environmental things which is affecting, but many things like chalks and duster you have in your classroom. Okay, what happened? Part small chalks left over. Okay, your teacher or you people write something, when it is smaller you throw away. Can we collect those chalks and say that this is just a wastage? This can be reutilized or reprocessed. You can have a unit of processing. This is very simple. So these kind of things should be inculcated among yourselves. Second, you go in different offices, okay, all kinds of offices, you see the dustbin and see weekly how much paper being wasted. If papers are written both sides, okay, or only one side and wasted, how much papers being dumped in the dustbin that can be recycled, right? You just collect those papers, make a group like Eco Club, like Environment Warriors, like Technological Warriors, or Technology for Environment. Okay, people for technology for environment. Okay, right? This kind of group you will make tomorrow, and then all those paper you collect, you show you have recorded this many kilogram of paper material that is being wasted by our office. Therefore, we should optimize the use of paper in this age of computer. Can we do that? So this another one. Other things I would say, you have a canteen or mess or in house. We request, so let us have a weighing machine in canteen, and a dustbin is kept there where remaining waste food are collected. In evening, after the this canteen people finish or culminate or conclude their work, just take all those. What is the? Okay, sorry. So what happened? You see, these materials, what is being used, or like you collect newspaper. First thing, first thing, these which are or which is being used, you have to show people so that they should optimize, they should minimize wastage. So one purpose is solved. Second purpose, those can be recycled. So second, hardly we spend 20 to 30,000 rupees. Even in that, we can get a paper recycling machine at a smaller scale. We can make out of those, we can make greeting cards, we can make different kinds of cards, different kinds of paper, useful envelopes, and all being made. Okay, so these things can be done at a smaller scale, and this is our responsibility to do, and this will be taken by globally, people globally. A. B, as I said, plastic materials, even other things such as water, plastic, besides that, chemicals, synthetic chemicals. Everywhere you see these days again, this synthetic chemicals being used to kill the insect, to kill the pests, to kill the mosquito. So look at this. We are just using some kind of chemical that we don't know how this affect known target group. For example, we want only particular aphid, some pest, or only to kill mosquito, but that goes in environment, that goes in surrounding, and that kill other insects also, and in turn that will affect ourselves. Okay, now can we have something alternative of that? Can we have? It is just thinking. See, in Indian system, we have this nature. We have, since beginning, we have some kind of application of natural integration. We don't use anything like human-made, xenobiotic material, or which was not existed before. We use all the time human material, okay, natural material, which is part of the nature. For example, when we want to kill some mice, we prefer, or we want to chase away mice, we prefer cat rather than we kill some kind of insecticide to kill the rat. We don't use that. Nowadays, of course, there are many rat killers. Okay, that is also very synthetic. People use, but traditionally, we never used rat killer. We use some kind of predator of rat. Okay, I would say you some example, I mean, older days, that biocontrol example, when Ram, Lakshman, if you know ancient time, they were surrounded by snakes. Hanuman, you know Hanumanji? Hanumanji brought the predator of the snake, a specific bird that can kill and eat the snake. Otherwise, they would have simply killed. Ramji had all kind of arrow, tir, dhanush, they would have killed those. But they wanted natural system to control. This is the ethics we Indians have. That natural system of control, natural system of integration, natural system of alteration can be utilized for human purpose that will have very less negative impact on our environment. Okay, and that will not annihilate us. As in beginning, I said over exploitation followed by auto annihilation. So This will not be over exploitation, that will not annihilate us. Okay, now can you imagine the slighter vein? Besides technology, let's come to biodiversity. How many species here in natural system do we know? Yes, we don't know. We can estimate that we have 8.7 million species. Okay, some people earlier it was only 2.2 million species. Recorded catalog so far only 1.2 million species, now increased 1.8 million. See, 1.8 million species have been recorded. But statistician, I would say name also Robert May and the group, estimated total 8.7 million species. What we call 87 lakhs. Okay. We don't know 87 lakhs. We recorded, we know the name of only hardly 1.8 million species. Earlier it was 1.2 million species. Only 18 lakhs. See, come on. We know how many books in Library of Congress has. We know how many books very clearly cataloged in your engineering college library, all three places has. They have beautiful book, beautiful collection they have. But unfortunately, we don't know how many species they have in our campus. How many species are affected when we walk over, we don't know. How many insects we kill just to kill mosquito, we don't know. So this, can we have some kind of fun? Let us have a waste walk. Walk, collect waste, and also collect some life form. We don't kill, just take some photograph and try to get identified and see how many biodiversity in your campus has. Okay, and what area, how the landscaping can be done so that you can protect those biodiversity. For example, when I was visiting Gaya Engineering College, I saw their greenery and plants and many older plants also, grasses, shrubs. I realized that our students should have come up and should have said that we can have a butterfly park. Only for beautiful butterfly would have been there. Plantations were done. I wondered if some newcomer students like you people adopt some plant, say, no, this plant will be mine. Okay, and I will take care of this plant for the next 4 or 5 years as long as I am in this institution. Okay, I would request the head of the institution to kindly put the name also of that student, and that student will adopt, student will do all kind of things from watering to taking care to protection, and see in 5 years where the plant go. Can we have this kind of ethics? Right? So small step all the time. Environmentalists, they change, or environmental, you see, this is good that this was very beginning. Environmental engineering has been part of civil engineering, and you are here, electric and electronics student. You are here, mechanical engineering, civil engineering. Environmental engineering has been since beginning part of civil engineering, but there is separate environmental engineering section already started. Okay, and IIT Kanpur, BHU, Delhi Technological University, they have Delhi Technological University has very good environmental biotechnology section in biotechnology department. They are working like this. Okay, you see, so these kind of ethics, since if we inculcate, what kind of, let us just classify. First is plastics, as I said, minimize the use of plastic, optimize this discarding plastics. Okay, maximize the use of alternative of the plastic that can be recycled, right? And educate people how much plastic they may have eaten based on the available data, and how much plastic that is accumulating in the body. Okay, and how the plastic gets deteriorated, all these things. First, we learned. Second, we learned how to conserve water. I would say one Sanskrit sloka that's very important. Sanskrit sloka that clarifies what is rainwater. As we discussed, harvesting the rainwater, this sloka says, Bristi Jalam. Remember, Bristi Jalam, Sushodhitam, Vardhitam, Parirakshitam, Yasyadyadi, Sagre, Tarhi Sankatam, Sukalpitam. Rainwater, okay, beautifully purified, completely distilled. See, such a beautiful water, Rakshitam, Parivardhitam. Let us increase it. Let us protect it. Why? What I said that finally everything goes to ocean, this becomes saline, whereas we are suffering because relative proportion of fresh water is getting day by day down, going less and less. So, see, that line also says, Yasyadadi sagre tarhi sankatam sukalpitam. If it goes to the ocean, imagine the trouble, the problem we will have to face in near future. Okay, so how to minimize extraction of groundwater? A. How to optimize use of water? B. C. How to protect, conserve the rainwater which are falling in our campus? Every drops, every dew, every drop of rainwater has its own importance. How much power we have to use for getting distilled water, you can imagine. And this, you people will be working on energy conservation, energy resources. Okay, so how much power we protect? How much distilled water we protect? If we recycle, again, we can, I mean, our health also, we can get some purified water. Even if not, we don't use, how much groundwater or water table is recharged? Otherwise, what will happen? Falling on the rooftop, go to the drain, go to the river, and finally go to the ocean. You see? Okay, third, this was third. Fourth, should we minimize the use of synthetic chemicals, pesticides, insecticides? And if we want to minimize, how? A. B. Let us think some way how our forefathers, our ancestors were facing situation and getting rid of those pests, those insects. Okay, they didn't have synthetic chemicals. They didn't have these things, but they did. Okay, they were surviving. They were healthy. So let us explore. This is called prospecting. So let us prospect and validate the knowledge heritage in our people. Those knowledge heritage, if can be validated scientifically by you people, then tomorrow we'll not use those chemicals which have lots of known target effects. Okay, then besides, another issue, this planet Earth, what we consider is all kind of development were going on. You can imagine, I wanted to show you, but I'm not able to show you people our PowerPoint slides. You can imagine development is going on. If we think we win the world, we are the winner, we are the king of the planet, okay, all living being. Other way, if you see carbon dioxide level in air, it is also increasing and increasing and increasing. So both are going side by side. Development at the cost of higher and higher release of carbon dioxide. Now you see, this is greenhouse gas. This is affecting global climate. What to do? how to minimize this again. So again, development, but not reckless. Development, but not at the cost of environmental integrity. For example, earlier landscaping was done, but they were became part of some kind of rituals only. There should be a house, there should be a water body, tal, there should be a road, there should be a garden. Okay, these were, thing or people's perception since beginning. But now we don't care for water. Okay, you can ask your parents, your grandfather, grandmother, such older people, how many water bodies were there in your place, either urban or rural areas. But now disappeared. Landfilling has been done. Somebody might say that, okay, that was a water body, but now agricultural things or chimney people used, so no water there. Now you think, people think, okay, no water, so economically that land is used for agricultural purpose. But there is some kind of service, what we call ecosystem services. All these plants, animals are narrowly utilitarian, that is being used only if we eat, that is being used only if we use medicine out of that. But those have lot more ecosystem services, which we don't measure. For example, let us think how much oxygen being released by a peepal tree, ficus tree. Let us think, in 1 month, let us calculate oxygen and see how many cylinders of oxygen we require to compensate a peepal tree. Then you will know the real cost of a peepal tree, how much oxygen it has given, and how much money you have to spend in getting that much oxygen. Right? So, but we don't value it. We don't care, because these things we get free of cost from nature. So no value. But however, nowadays we started valuing these things also. We call ecosystem services. Okay. So, and this is life support. Without this, we cannot survive. No species, no individual can survive without this kind of oxygen or without water. Okay. Water recycling, a plant help through the process of evapotranspiration, it helps water recycling. Okay. And it also helps checking the soil erosion, maintaining the stability of landscape pattern. Help. Now you just remove the plant, okay, and try to maintain the landscape pattern using concretized structure. You see how much money you have to spend in concretization of the landscape, making boundary, protection, rather than use some plant. That plant has some economic value also, and they are doing this ecosystem services. And ecosystem services is not only that. These are like prospecting services, we call it. Okay, supporting services. It support. Now you can imagine these are being used for food, fodder, protection, shelter in your house or in your office, wherever you are sitting now. You see how many things are there in your surrounding. Those all are coming from some life form, some biodiversity. Okay, how to optimize the use, how to minimize the wastage. Okay, these are important things, and it is our duty to protect. Okay, to serve our planet Earth. Okay, so minimize the wastage, maximize the use, maximize recycling process. Okay, that is again very important, that somehow we maximize recycling, reuse. Okay, so now we come to the conclusion that simple things we discuss, like you said, I said how to conserve water, don't waste water. I said how to show as food I was telling, canteen or mess, how much food is getting wasted. You see there, you weigh every day in evening or once in a week and see this many kilogram of food is wasted. Okay, in this canteen, let us decrease it. I have seen this personally. There is a place in Tijara, Rajasthan. It's called Tijara, Rajasthan, Alwar district. There, the Center for Science and Environment, they have a very huge resort. They have made experimental this field there, agricultural land there, and everything is being used from nature products. And you know, they have very good canteen mesh. And we were there for 10 days. Second day, we knew that we have wasted almost 8 kilogram of food from 80 people or 90, 85 or 86 people. People all become very much sincere, okay, sensitive. And later, you know, first day from 8.5 or 8.7 kilogram to it came to only half kilogram, 500 grams. So first day, last day, the wastage was only half gram. So that much reduction took place. Why? Just to sensitize, just to we know that somebody is watching, that wastage is being weighed. So simply somebody is watching how to manage that. And that is single step. Remember, we say, okay, we'll revert, climate change can be changed, we'll produce new technology, new innovation that will help the earth. Our existence will not be at stake. Species extinction will be slower and slower, finally stop. These are the big dream, but as we know, even the longest journey starts with single step. What can we do? Single step, every step. So, like I mentioned, drinking water, let us not give everybody 1 glass or 500 ml full of water. Let us give a water. If you want to give plastic bottled water, yes, but let us give a glass and let us tell person that only use that much water which is being used. Don't throw. Okay. There also we can make the volume of water being monitored, which is wasted. When wasted volume of water or untaken volume of water being monitored. See how people will be serious. Okay. So what I said, let us have a cataloging in your campus, how many plants and animals there which are unattended, which are naturally found. Let us have a cataloging, beautiful photograph along our campus. Then let us classify those plants, what are doing various ecosystem services. Okay, I did discuss many, for example, ecosystem services are supporting, prospecting, health issue, disease control, flood control, they do. Okay, simple, I gave you example like mosquito. Mosquito have natural enemy. When it is larva in water, it has one very famous enemy called copepod. You people may not know, but it has natural enemy like dragonfly insect, natural enemy like this damselfly insect, and its larva also. Fish, okay, in water. In air also, it has those airborne insect which can eat. Okay, amphibian tadpoles in water. Okay, so how to manage the system that enemy of mosquito like dragonfly population will increase? Hope you all know dragonfly. When we were kids, we were playing with dragonfly. We used to say helicopter. Okay, so those things are very important, and those things we should discuss, and we should have ethics. How we change the official procedure, how we sensitize people towards environmental sustainability, okay, and what is our role as environmental warrior, as eco-technocrats, okay, how we develop that your institution should have a good department, good innovative product called eco-technological products. eco-technological product. How can we collect or should we collect the waste and recycle it, and we can show off during the exhibition, annual event. We tell people to buy. These are a small activity, social outreach activity, societal responsibility. These will help a lot. And one day, many major part of population will be sensitized, will care for the environment. One. Second, I said about institutional responsibility also, because you are the part of institution. So guidelines you have just come up. Your school entered the college, university life. You have new dreams. Lots of dreams you have. You are a very good student. You have qualified competitive exam and came here. And I assure you, I have interacted with our faculty, our friends in this engineering college. They are very much there to help you, to cooperate you. Okay. So if you have dreams, they are there. You interact with them. They are there to make your dreams true. Okay. But you should follow honestly. Okay. If you have dreams to be a big technocrat, they are there to give you torch light in dark. So in light, you can go further. You can walk, but you'll have to walk. You will have to walk over it. Right? So you think whatever dreams, whatever goal you have, you think how to achieve. Don't hesitate to interacting with colleagues, with our faculty, our honorable institution. Okay. And also try what you can contribute to at the time of leaving, departing the institution. What you can contribute to the institution. Always it is not known. People don't know what you have contributed, but you will be satisfied very much. Like I said, adopting a plant, a tree, okay, adopting a wall for beautifying, right? Getting a place for exhibition center or nature facilitation center. Okay, just weighing, changing the canteen people so that less food is wasted. Okay, taking a water in your bottle, that is no plastic bottle you are using. Okay, so these are common ethics we need to have. Ethics to animal, ethics to our environment, ecosystem, ethics to have to protect ourselves and our health. Also, remember, you can protect the earth, you can protect our neighbors only if you are protected. Okay, so first you protect yourself also. Many students, what they do, they don't work hard, they don't do better work, but at the time or before examination, 3 months or 4 months before examination, they don't sleep at all. They work day and night. They produce better result, of course, but at the cost of their health. No. Since beginning, you have a uniform, proper timetable, proper schedule, so that you also taking care throughout till examination yourself, your health, okay, your integrity and interaction also. Some people just get irritated. Examination get irritated. Okay, you misbehave with teacher, misbehave with parent. No, since beginning you have a similar kind of behavior throughout. Don't get irritated. Okay, that is also protection yourself. So protecting yourself, remembering your dream throughout, okay, and interacting with people, how to achieve your dream, how to achieve your objective, very important. And while doing all these things, you set up some dreams towards environment also. Set up some dreams towards this societal responsibility also, what you are doing. So here we conclude that what we discuss, 4R, 5R being used. You may have heard before also R, R for Rama, R for everything. So first one, reduce, first R, Let us not use anything exorbitantly, recklessly, reduce. Then reuse things we have, we try to use again and again, we don't throw. Okay, then recycle. Recycling is very important. Try to recycle. If it is, as I said, chalk duster, other things in institution, those are not recycled, those are thrown away. You try to get recycled. Newspaper, collect paper, discuss, collect paper, and try to recycle that, make some good, beautiful product out of that. Okay, decorative product out of that. So recycle. And finally, if it is not affecting, if you think that you need to refuse, you should refuse also. Refuse is very important. Let us refuse use of plastic. Let us refuse to go in polluted condition. Let us refuse to go outside in crowded condition because coronavirus is there. People go outside. Why don't we refuse? We protect ourselves. Hmm? Let us use mask all the time. Let us have our own water. Okay. So these are important things. Those can be understood, can be taken care carefully. Only then will be a bona fide student of the institution. Otherwise, yes, you get all the time bona fide student. But bona fide student means if you have contributed something to the institution, you have got some memory, some kind of special memory in your teacher's heart. Okay, then you are a bona fide student. Then environmental sensitivity, institutional sensitivity, these things are very important. And for these things, many a time you have to refuse. Also, normally this is happening, or career, this is environmental I said, but even for career, tomorrow somebody will come for marriage proposal. You are engineer, so somebody will come, they'll start discussing marriage proposal. You are getting tempted. Oh, they are making so much tempting kind of things. Let us think of. No. If you think you have your career dream, let us refuse it. Okay. So this not 3, 4 R, reduce, recycle, reuse, refuse. Okay. This you remember because you see, and the ethics, what I said, there are 4 types of ethics. Protect ourselves, autocentric. Autocentric means our own protection. Then protect all human beings, anthropocentric means human being should be protected. Okay. Then protect biosphere, biocentric. Then finally we say protect entire earth, all kind of things called holocentric. Okay. So these are important issues, should be taken care, should be considered by you people. With this, please remember, although I have some PowerPoint slides, I have not been able to show you those slides. Sometime later, we can show and we can have interaction offline mode, but or on Google Meet or Zoom, which we are using for class. This platform I am not familiar with, so I have not been able to deliver the best I can. That I should confess. However, I wish you all very nice time in college life. I wish you all very nice interaction with your faculty, with your friends, and I wish you all that you achieve your dreams in a proper time schedule. All the best. However, you remember, in this earth, if you think ship or aircraft, we are not the passenger. Remember, we humans are not the passenger of aircraft made up of this earth, but we are the crew. We have to protect it. We have to manage it. That is very important. Right? So with these words, let us think we have got something, and take home message is responsibility for institution, for environment, for eco-technological product, innovative product, and your dream getting true and you achieve your dream. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. With this word, I thank Honorable Principal Professor P.C. Gupta. I thank my friend Dr. Deepak Ambast for inviting me, for interacting with you people. Thank you all. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable suggestion and your time. We are overwhelmed with your presence among us.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time and valuable suggestion during your lecture. And I hope we will be guided by you in future as well. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence again. Thank you.
Now, I cordially welcome a dynamic and inspiring faculty of our college, Dr. Amol Bhute, to deliver his awareness lecture on Introduction to Communication Skills. He is assistant professor at Department of Basic Science at Gaya College of Engineering, Gaya. Dr. Amol Bhute has been very dynamic and played leading role in various academic research and social domain during his last 3 years for this college. He has played an important role in organizing several workshops, FDP, seminar, webinar, etc. And at the same time, he also served on social ground and took a lead role for few social activity like he has organized blood donation camp, he has initiated the NSS for this college, and he is also the coordinator of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. Welcome, sir. Please say a few words on this.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, Bhute sir will start after 2-3 minutes. So in this 2-3 minutes, I want to tell you something. Uh, some student I have got responses that you are interested to do project. Okay, so already I have even from the first year student and also second year and final year student are already doing this project. So uh, yes, so myself, Dr. Biplab Goswami, I am working in physics department. So I'm also the coordinator of student project program. So if you are interested to do some project, then you can apply to this project funded by Department of Science and Technology Patna, DST Patna. So they are providing opportunity to do you some project. You can apply with this project with your seniors. So if any one student have any idea to do some research or project, you can contact with me. Then I will tell you how you can prepare your project proposal and how you can get funding from DST. Okay, so there is minimum 10,000 that you can get for doing this project or purchasing any instrument, or if you want to do some modeling or any even for the technical devices, if you want to made, then you can submit a proposal. So for this year the deadline is over, but next time it will be in October. So until this you can prepare your project, and when you will come here in offline for offline classes, then you can contact with me. Then I will tell you about this student project program. So this is a student project program of Department of Science and Technology, Patna. So in this proposal, basically there is a group of 4 students. So one will be the group leader. Most probably the final year student will be the group leader, and with him, you first year or second year or final year student can work. Okay, that actually I want to say. Now, Dr. Bhute will continue with his lecture. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are well in your home with your family members and you are enjoying different kinds of educational things, like you are sitting with the family members, you have the cup of tea with you, a breakfast, biscuits into the dish, and enjoying the lecture, listening to the lectures. And this is a new and modern gift of Corona to all of us. This induction program is also, because of that, in online mode. Now, definitely, you are in your home and you are listening this one. So, first of all, the information given about me was so nice. She has put everything. I will go one by one with my presentation, and the organizer, Dr. Deepak Kumar sir, has given the topic for communication skill. I tried to make it broaden and want to talk with you on the soft skill, which has included the communication skill into that. So, I welcome in Gaya College of Engineering, Arwal College of Engineering, and Jahanabad College of Engineering through this gate. Those who came to the college, visited to the college at the time of admission, they have seen this gate and they have entered through this. Then this is the building of Gaya College of Engineering, in which the student of Gaya College of Engineering and rest of the student will take the education. They will spend next 4 years in this building. Now I want to introduce the departments, the labs which are available here in Gaya College of Engineering, because I consider this is of mine college. So therefore, the first responsibility comes on the shoulder to show the beauty of this college. So this is the chemistry lab. This is the physics lab, which you people, first year especially, will experiment in chemistry and physics lab and give the right shape to your career and enhance your basic ideas, which will help you in future to complete your engineering, to complete your graduation, and to become a successful person through these labs. Then we have, this is computer lab, Department of Computer, a huge lab we have. Many labs, I just put one pic. Now this second is the labs set up by the civil department. Most of the time, civil departments go outside for the experiment, but in our college, many labs are also there. Next is mechanical lab. Here you can, this is one pic only. I think more than 6 labs are there in the mechanical department, which will give you the scope to enhance your ideas of basic knowledge, which you people gain through first year. And definitely this lab will help you to give you the chance to develop something new, which will be of your own creativity. Then I will come to the last, that is EEE branch, EEE department. This is the lab under this EEE department. These infrastructure has been set up only for you people. You to come here to do the experiment and to become a successful person. But the point is, who has developed all these things, who has contributed, who are the investor of all these labs? Because the picture which I put on my slide, it is not just the investment of 1 or 2 rupees. It requires the huge amount. And definitely many people have contributed to this one. I hope you got some clues that who are the investor for that. Yes, anyone? Who is the investor? So in one way you can say maybe the government, but I will bifurcate and I will try my best to put the names of those people, pictures of those people who have given their minor share for your bright future. So these peoples are these one. Do you think it's a horrible picture? No, this is the reality. These all people are contributing or have contributed to set up, to develop this kind of college where you have taken the admission. These are the investors. These people every day, the person who is repairing the shoes, he also paid 10 rupees tax to the government. Even the businessman, the last picture, if you see, he also contributes. So everyone from farmer to the person who work hard on the road, okay, we enjoy this golgappe or what you said, I don't know. ये सब लोग अपने इसमें कंट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं. And I am not wrong to say that due to these people, due to the contribution of these people, we are here. Even I am also able to deliver the lecture. I am coming in front of you just because of the share of all these people. So, if these are the investors, so definitely we have to think a lot regarding that. It means that whole society, not only of your own parents, whole society is struggling, whole society is interested to educate you. Now, the question is, now on the behalf of the investors, the principal, Dr. Prem Chandra Gupta sir, who is the principal of Gaya College of Engineering, he is taking care of this institution, this department. And we people, I, even the organizer and the other rest of the people are working under his leadership. So he is the person who is handling everything to, he is the person who has given the word to the investor. Now the question arises in your mind, and I also want to ask that question, that why you have taken the admission, why you have chosen the branch, why you are interested to enter into this technological world, what exactly you want. Yes? Now definitely the answer is there, because this is one-way communication. The organizer has stopped that because in my last lecture some bad words were used, and therefore the decision has been taken by the organizer to mute all the person. So therefore I will say this one-way communication, and I am the person who put the question, and I will the same person who will give the answer for this. So the question arises in the minds of all, even in your mind and in our mind, that why you have taken the admission for this education. Okay, definitely the answer will be to study. Okay, it's a simple answer, to study. But to study is not just the matter of coming to the college, reading the books and ending everything. Okay, it will be not like that. The school education which you have taken up till now, it was totally different from the education which you are going to take in Gaya College of Engineering or in other engineering colleges. Because here you have entered in a on a path which will boost your career as well as boost the growth of our country. So therefore, up till now, in 12th standard or before that, you were just ideally sitting in the class, enjoying the class, coming and going outside in between. The teacher was not saying anything, or he would give the powerful slap. Okay, this might be happen. But here, definitely, total freedom will be there, but that freedom should be used. That freedom should be used to develop something new, to give you the platform, to give the right shape to your creativity. That is the difference. And definitely that outcome will be of the degree. Now this is the path. Okay. Now you have started the journey from the gate. You enter into the college in different libraries, in different departments. You went during this 4 year, you studied well and you got the degree. But these degrees will not be helpful. This is the paper he has, and a hat is on his head. Okay. This paper of degree of paper will be on your hand, but when we go to the society, we require many things. And those many things are included into this 4 years of education, that is of soft skill. Now, there is difference. Now I am telling that soft skills, one skill is also there, that is of hard skill. Now what is meant by hard skill and what will be the soft skill? Hard skill, which you will learn through this 4 year during your stay in Gaya College of Engineering or Arwal College of Engineering or Jahanabad College of Engineering. All the teachers will complete the syllabus, give you the hands-on experience of each and every lab, whatever will be possible. Definitely, this pandemic situation is the problem for everyone. And during this period, the teachers could not give that much hands-on experience to you or to the last batch student. But definitely, everything is for you. And these teachers will give you hands-on experience regarding of your own department. But when we work, there we require the soft skill also. Soft skill which we can't show like a machine. I can't just call someone to complete the practical into this particular lab, and I can't show the result of any soft skill. But without a soft skill, you can't give the justice, you can't express yourself, you can't manage anything which you learn, that is called hard skills in your 4 year. So therefore, these soft skills are related to your brain, related to your own personality. If that is not a proper, then the hard skill has no value. The result of your hard skill is on the paper. The marks which will be awarded to you, that will be definitely on your mark sheet. But the result of the soft skill will be evaluated by your personality. If that personality, if engineer is not keeping what society is expecting from you, then your degree will be of no use. So those things are required. And if those skills are with you, then only you will be the successful person with your engineering, and you will sustain, because who are the investors? Investors where or are all the peoples from down to upward, everyone is sharing and they are expecting everything from you. So therefore, that soft skill, hard skill definitely you will have, soft skill is also the matter which you have to manage, you have to improve that. Okay. So what will be the soft skill? I will just give you some words regarding that. It will character, traits or interpersonal aptitudes that affect your ability to work and interact with others. From the childhood to up till now, many people are coming in your life every day. You are interacting with them with different purposes. And they have set up a certain kind of attitude, certain kind of image of yourself. That image has not been just built within 1 or 2 days. That image has been built when you meet first time with that person. If that interaction, that communication, that your interpersonal skill, if would not be the appropriate, the relation would not be developed, and the outcome which you got, that would not get. So those soft skills we require. Why we require that? Not only to live in the society. Society is a big part of big picture. Finally, if we go for the individual, we have to enter into the professional skill or professional life, because भाई पेट भराना है तो कुछ ना कुछ कमाना तो पड़ेगा. If that is there, so definitely we have to enhance the soft skill. There are many people who are good one on their mark sheet, but they are not even able to get the smallest job into their life. Why? Because when they appear for the interview, their attitude is not matching what the interviewers expect. If that is the point, then what would be the use of hard skill then? Definitely, hard skill is the basic knowledge, but if we want to work with, because you will not the person to work solely on any project or any activity, definitely you will need the support of other people, and for that support you should have this soft skill. If that is there, then we can. Now there are many soft skills. First one is the communication skill. I will discuss one by one. If your communication is not proper, now be careful here. When I use the word communication skill, that time many people consider this communication only for oral communication or face-to-face communication. I am not going only for that. When we say communication skill, it comes with the written communication. What you write, that is also the matter. What you listen, that is also the matter, and that also come under this communication skill. Your reading, if your reading is not proper, so then your communication is not good. If you are not able to interact face to face, that is of speaking skill, definitely your communication will not go. Apart from this, non-verbal communication. What is in your mind, that comes automatically, or that reflects through your face, that reflects through your body language. So those body language is also the part of communication skill. And if we are not the proper in communication, then it will be difficult. Difficult means what? Now sir, हमें तो लिखना आता भी है, हमें तो बोल भी लेते हैं, समय के अनुसार हमें चेंज भी होना है, रीडिंग तो हम कर ही लेते हैं, एग्जाम पास हो रहे हैं. मैटर इज नॉट दैट. हम आपसे एक सिंपल एग्जांपल शेयर करेंगे जो मिस्टेक हमसे भी होता है, शायद आपसे भी होता है. हम बोलते हैं कि बहुत लर्नेड पर्सन है, बट ड्यू टू नॉट interpreting properly of written word on the paper, we miss a lot of things. पिछले महीने हमने एक फ्लाइट का टिकट किया था. फ्लाइट का टिकट किया करने के बाद शाम की फ्लाइट थी, 7 बज के कुछ समय की. उसमें 24 आवर्स में समय दिया गया था. अब समय देने के बाद हमने उसको मैनिपुलेट करके हमने सोचा कि 7 बज के 45 मिनट पे फ्लाइट है. उसके बाद हमें कुछ दिनों के बाद मेल आया कि आपका फ्लाइट का समय चेंज हुआ. और समय चेंज जो हुआ वो समय वही था, लेकिन मॉर्निंग का था. Have you got? जो इवनिंग का फ्लाइट हमने बुक किया था वही समय चेंज होके मॉर्निंग में आया. अब हमने क्या किया, अपने टेंडेंसी के अनुसार। रात को भी हमने 7 बजे पकड़ा था, हमने वो गौर ही नहीं किया कि 24 आवर्स की क्लॉक के आवर्स से चल रहा है करके, और वही 7 बजे का समय मॉर्निंग में दिया था, तो हमने सोचा कि इसमें कोई चेंजेस नहीं है। उसमें बिलीव मी कि हमने 22,000 रुपए लगाए थे। अब देखिए, हम जब पहुंचे तो फ्लाइट निकल चुका था मॉर्निंग में और हम पहुंचे इवनिंग। अब थोड़ा सा देखिए, मेरे कहने का पर्पस ये था कि इफ वी डोंट हैव द प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन, आई एम अगेन insisting here that not only the speaking skill, the listening skill, reading skill, writing skill, then only we will be able to achieve whatever we want, even on the monetary basis also. हमने तो 22,000 रुपए गमा दिया। अगर हमारा कम्युनिकेशन सही रहता तो शायद हम 22,000 रुपए नहीं गमाते। Have you got? Now, मॉर्निंग में आपके यहां सेशन चालू है, कल भी था, आज भी है, आने वाले कुछ समय में भी है। If you are not reading properly, how much investment organizer has done, he knows. But if you are not getting the benefit, if you are not taking the benefit of that, just because of not having the proper communication skill, that will be the wastage of money. So therefore, this communication is important. I see many people, when they write the simple application for getting the bona fide certificate from the college, they are not able to write down the letters. And this letter is not new for you. You have learned this letter from 5th standard. If that is there, why you are not able to do? It means that our communication is not proper. We are not even, English का छोड़ दीजिए, हम even हिंदी का भी बात करते हैं। प्रोफेसर अगर बाजू से जाता है तो आपका मुंह भी नहीं खुलता है कि गुड मॉर्निंग या गुड आफ्टरनून एंड गुड इवनिंग बोलने का। So this is the communication, because finally we are the part of, don't think that teacher as a professional person. Everyone is the part of the society, and if we are not communicating, our relation will not be developed. If that is not there, then what will be the outcome? So therefore, this communication is important. Then I come to teamwork. As I told in the beginning that all labs are for you and you will work there. But ये भी सही बात है कि सब कुछ आप ही नहीं कर पाओगे। कुछ चीजें ऐसा भी रहेगा कि आपको दूसरे से करवा के लेने, you have to take the help of the another person. So we have to learn to work in the team. अब टीम में काम करना यानी मजाक बात नहीं है। Here you will get the person who has totally different nature, who has his own ideology about the life. He has his own interests. He has his own culture. He has his own way of style. If you work in a systematic way, if you give the justice, if you put your efforts regarding that, and if you are able to complete that work within a stipulated time, then your teamwork will be the effective. Simple example I will share with you. Many people in between are not able to attend all the classes. Definitely, it is not a big issue. And they require some notes or some information or some study material. Definitely, they have to exchange, they have to share their study material with another person. If your nature is not proper, if your communication is not proper, if you are not able to work in a team, टीम मीन्स ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी प्रोजेक्ट के लिए ही टीम, आप कैंटीन में भी बैठे हो तो कुछ चीजें उसमें से हो, कंस्ट्रक्टिव चीजें उसमें से, दैट विल ऑफ द टीम. थिंकिंग शुड कम, दैट इज ऑल्सो देयर. जो नेता बन रहे हैं वो क्या एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं क्या? नहीं. कहीं पे बैठते हैं, अपना प्लानिंग बनाते हैं, दे कम अप विद द टीम, दे परफॉर्म देयर टीम वर्क एंड कम अहेड, go ahead. So therefore this skill is also related to the successful person. If you want to be a successful person in the society, so this teamwork should be with you. Then in everyone's life, not only in life but in professional life also, many problems will arise. Many problems will arise. Even you come to the college, someone will not be there, you will get frustrated that today I wanted to do that but has not been completed yet. So that is not the matter. Matter is how you solve that problem, how you come up with the solutions. That is there. हम एक कॉलेज में थे पनवेल के, उसमें प्रिंसिपल साहब के रूम में लिखा हुआ था, बाहर से गेट के अंदर जब जाते हैं उसमें लिखा था, इफ यू हैव द प्रॉब्लम देन डोंट कम. क्या बोला हमने? अगर आपके पास प्रॉब्लम है तो मत आइए. इफ यू हैव द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दैट प्रॉब्लम देन वेलकम. तो प्रॉब्लम एवरीवेयर यू विल गेट, but you have to think how to come up with the solution. Hurdles will be there, definitely, but the skill you have to develop is the problem solving. If you will not be able to solve the problem on particular time, definitely you will lose many things and you will be far away from the successful career. ट्रेन नहीं मिल रही है, हम कैसे जाए, पटना से आना ही नहीं हो रहा है, एडमिशन कैसे लिया जाए, तो एडमिशन कभी नहीं होगा. बट वी हैव टू कम अप. आपके पिताजी, आपके दादाजी उस समय के हैं जिन्होंने 50-50 किलोमीटर या 40-40 किलोमीटर, इवन हमारे भी दादाजी उसी एज के हैं जिन्होंने साइकिल पे जर्नी किया, जिनकी शादी इवन बैलगाड़ी में हुआ, बैलगाड़ी से जाते थे. So this was the scenario. It means that with the help of science we got the luxurious life, but when the problem comes of the problem solving, then we have to keep everything in our mind. What they gain through their experience, that is also the valuable for us. We can't deny the importance of their experience. So therefore this problem solving is the soft skill there. Then the most important is the creativity. If you don't have the creativity, for example, you perform the experiment in chemistry lab or physics lab or in mechanical lab, and if you are not creating anything, because finally, remember my previous PPTs, your investors are the common people, you have to work for them. दूसरा बात हम बोलेंगे, कुछ लोग हमारे साथ थे, हमारा जो पहला 1-2 लेक्चर हुआ उनके साथ, आपके गांव का जो प्रॉब्लम है, फॉर एग्जांपल आपके गांव में टोमेटोज होता है या फिर आलू होता है, आलू स्टोर करने के लिए आपको टेक्नोलॉजी का सपोर्ट चाहिए. एंड व्हाट वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग, वी हैव इन्वेस्टेड money on you, government has invested money on you, and what you people are thinking that someone who is sitting in China, someone sitting in Delhi, someone sitting in Mumbai, he will come up with the model which will help us or which will help my farmer to store the potato. अरे भाई, सिंपल सी बात है, पोटैटो किस तरह की कंडीशन में रहता है, पोटैटो कितने दिनों में मैच्योर्ड होता है, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन, बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है, वो सब आपके पास होने के बावजूद ये आपको भी पता है कि उसको थोड़ा सा स्टोर कैसे किया जाए. लेकिन अपन एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि ऐसा व्यक्ति उस पे सोचे कि जिन्होंने कभी वो एक्चुअल ग्राउंड लेवल पे देखा ही नहीं. एंड वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग द परफेक्ट इक्विपमेंट फ्रॉम देम, परफेक्ट डिजाइन ऑफ इक्विपमेंट फ्रॉम देम. माय क्वेश्चन इज, इफ दे आर डूइंग, सो व्हाट इज ऑफ योर यूज देन? आप तो उस मिट्टी से जुड़े हुए हो, आपने तो वो प्रॉब्लम देखा है, क्यों आपने क्रिएटिविटी बता के, क्रिएटिविटी दिखा के क्यों नहीं सोचा आपने? वो आपको यहां पे डेवलप करना होगा. हमें वो दिन पता है, आज भी हमारे गांव में बैल बंडी रहता है और बंडी का जो व्हील होता है, वो व्हील लकड़ी का होता था. अब उससे क्या होता था कि कुछ दिनों के बाद वो टूट जाता था बीच में ही, क्योंकि घास रखा जाता था या गेहूं के बोरे रखे जाते थे या कॉटन रखा जाता था, उसके वजह से टूटता था. उसका मेंटेनेंस फार्मर को ज्यादा आता था. उसमें फिर आप जैसे लोगों ने मॉडिफिकेशन करके जो 4 व्हीलर का जो अभी ये आया हुआ है व्हील जो है वो फिक्स किया. उसके वजह से क्या हुआ, टूटने का और इसका डर खत्म हुआ, और उसके साथ साथ बैल जो है उनका भी कैपेसिटी अच्छी खासी बढ़ा. सो दैट इज द क्रिएटिविटी इन द फील्ड ऑफ फार्म. नाउ यू हैव टू थिंक, नाउ सी, ऑलवेज join this education is not keeping you in AC rooms. Don't think that one. Education is giving you the chance to understand the problem, to think over that, and to come up with the new ideas which will help to the common person in their life. So that is there. Then work ethic. Definitely when you will be here in the college, you will see the work ethic. सभी लोग आपको भी वही फॉलो करना है when you will go and join, and that work ethic should be in our day to day life. क्योंकि हमेशा बोला जाता है कि Rome has not been built a single day. एक दिन में रोम नहीं बनाया गया था. क्यों? क्योंकि रोम की जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ था उस समय का, रिनाइंसेंस जो एज था उसके पहले का, तो उसको भी समय लगा था. वैसे ही अपना जो है उसको भी करियर बनाने के लिए और आपका पर्सनालिटी बनाने के लिए समय जरूर लगेगा. Interpersonal skills, those who I have talked already on the regarding the communication skill and non-verbal communication skill. उसके बाद सबसे बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट मुद्दा आता है, that is of time management, जिससे अपन सब लोग, जो हम भी आप भी सब लोग रोते हैं कि समय नहीं है सर, क्या करें, असाइनमेंट सबमिट करना है, हमारे पास समय नहीं है. बहुत दीपक सर ने बहुत असाइनमेंट दे दिया है, विठल सर ने बहुत बुक दे दिया है पढ़ने के लिए, so we don't have the time. That time you have to manage. Everyone has the same time, and the greatest personality of our country or of our world, of this world, physical world, they have also managed everything, the time which has been allotted to them by the God. So therefore, don't cry for that time. Cry for how to manage that. The time, stipulated time has been given to you. There is no one who has given additional time, because यम ने लिख दिया है पूरा अपना जो लेखा जोखा है, उसके अनुसार अपने को चलना है जितना भी मिला है. But the skill is of yours, that how you manage that particular time and how you come up with the maximum utilization and creativity of that time management. If you are not able to manage the time, तो आप तो 10 बजे भी उठ सकते हो नींद से, लेकिन अगर टाइम मैनेज करना है तो 4 बजे भी उठा जा सकता है. Those who are the businessmen or those who have written the history, just go through and read them. Definitely you will find how they manage the time. They have never gave the importance कि रात के 12 बजे है, 2 बजे है, 4 बजे है. I want to do that. That is the thing. So therefore, they would be able to write down their name in history. Otherwise, they will be like a common person. So therefore, the time management is important, that you have to manage. How much time you have to give to your friends, that is depending upon you. If you are giving extra timing, so much timing, or if you don't have the planning of your career, of your any activity, then don't expect anything from this opportunity the God has given to you. So therefore, this time is important, that you have to manage. Then the last one is the leadership. Your creativity, your time management, your communication, all these things are good, then this leadership will be developed. But leadership फालतू के जगह पे नहीं चाहिए, डिस्ट्रक्टिव मोड पे नहीं चाहिए अपने को, क्योंकि डिस्ट्रक्शन अपन बहुत झेल चुके हैं, देख चुके हैं. We are not interested to go for that. We are interested to see the leadership in a constructive way, like a Bal Gangadhar Tilak, like Shivaji Maharaj, like Bhagat Singh. That kind of leadership we require, which give the right shape to our country. That will help to boost our professional life as well. छोटी छोटी बातों में लीडरशिप आता है. अगर आप कुछ करना चाहते हो, हमारे लेक्चर के पहले विप्लव सर ने, डॉक्टर विप्लव गोस्वामी सर ने आपको इन्फॉर्म किया प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में. Come up with that project. As I told you in my first or second lecture of CSE and EEE, that Gaya College of Engineering is an open platform for your creativity. Come up with the new ideas. Leadership is for that. If you have some ideas out of the box, this is the platform in which you can share. Everyone will try to help you people there. Always help to your colleague, to your friends. Always come up with the new ideas where you live. अगर गली साफ भी करना है, डर्टी है, अपन बोलते रहते हैं कि भारत का जो सर्वेक्षण हुआ था उसमें गया का नाम सबसे लास्ट था। वो एक अपने को लज्जास्पद बात है और वो किसी गवर्नमेंट पे नहीं थोपा जाता है। We are responsible, even I, you, every individual is responsible for it. So that kind of leadership we require, because we are the part of that society. So therefore, if we want to see, if we have the vision to see a new or innovative, totally technology based country, then these idea cut and paste करते अगर रहेंगे तो वहीं पे रहेंगे। नया अगर कुछ आइडिया है तो then we can give the right shape to our country. Okay, so finally all these things are the answer, because these people are expecting from you, because these people were the investor, this society is the investor, and these people are expecting the outcome from you. And on the basis of your hard skill, I am not denying the importance of hard skill, that is there. Okay, if you got the chance, due to these people, we should pray, we should pay the privilege to these people. Okay, we should say thank you these people, those who are working for us, for your bright future. Definitely we are liable, you people are liable to give everything to this society. So this is my presentation, and through this I want to say that hard skill as well as soft skill is important. 2 minutes I will take that. Soft skill is also required at the time of placement, when you will be in the 4th year, and that time company will come here to recruit you, campus interview. So that time they judge everything, every aspect which I discussed during my presentation. So be careful, always try to modify yourself when you are in a sabji market, vegetable market. There also try to be polite, so that will give you the chance. Every minor aspect is providing the platform to you to develop yourself, to develop your personality, which definitely will help you in future. So with this word, I say thank you to all of you. I say thank you to the Gaya College of Engineering, Gaya, who has given me the chance to express myself in this induction program. I express my sincere thanks to Dr. Ambasta sir, who is the head of the Department of Physics in Gaya College of Engineering, Gaya, who has given me the chance to put my words to interact with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, through your nice presentation.
Yeah. Any questions from the participant students? Please take those questions first. Questions from the participant, please raise your hand. We will allow from here to speak. Ritu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
With these words, we will end the program now for today only, and we will reconnect tomorrow for the same as per notice and schedule of student induction program. Thank you for very much for your presence today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all, and I hope tomorrow more participants will connect. Okay, so thank you so much for today. Thank you.